Shalom. All praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rekah Kodash. Give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, who rule impeccably well. Salutations to our sincere brothers pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to our sincere brothers and sisters supporting this true doctrine and fearing Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Right, I want to name this video My Dream Seeing His Face. Now, I don't have vivid dreams like this. This happens once in every, 8 years, 10 years. I don't have vivid dreams like this. Yeah? But we are in a very, very spiritual time now. Okay? And I want to say this, before it comes out of my mind, right? And I had a beautiful, beautiful dream early this morning. Very beautiful, brothers and sisters, right? Now, I want you to correct me if I'm right or wrong, that if we could actually see Yahweh Shai's face. All right? But anyway, let me tell you about the dream. All right? I saw this man's face. It was so beautiful, right? And I'm going to prove that Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. Very, very, very dark skin. All right? And I'm going to make sure I say it the right way, because in the right order. And I tell you something, right, brothers and sisters, this face was so, so beautiful, right? Because when I was dreaming and I saw this face approaching, right? Now, don't get me wrong by saying this face was so beautiful, like a woman's face. It was so beautiful. And I had to look because, wow, what a beautiful face. But as that face approached nearer and nearer, it became more manly, right? So it's so beautiful, it became more manly. And you know the scripture that says, I am black but comely, right? And when you go into that word comely, it means beautiful. All right? And I know, I'm telling you something, brothers, I know for a fact that face was beautiful. It was beautiful. I had to, huh? Look again. I was astonished with that beauty. All right. Now, as that face was coming closer and closer, listen to this now. That man's face was very, very, very dark, very black. All right. And he had on a robe. Guaranteed I saw a robe around him. And it was a green robe, though. It was a green robe. And he had a very serious look. A very serious look. But it was so beautiful. It looked like a frightening look. But it was so beautiful. You overlook that scary look, right? Okay, so I need to get it straight now. So as the face was coming closer and closer to me. All right. I saw people around him, but I wasn't paying attention to the people that is surrounding him because I was so, that face, it was gleaming. It was just like, how can I explain? You're just focusing, like you see like a dot and you're just focusing on that dot. But although you could see, you're focusing on that dot, but you could see things around you, right? I don't know if you call it the something preferable vision or something. You could see out, out, out. Oh, I don't want to confuse myself, right? But um, it was so beautiful. I was just paying attention to that face. It was so beautiful. Now, here the part what got me going now. This is what got me going. When I was looking at his face, and I saw the body because I saw the robe, right? But all I saw is like, I couldn't see the whole body. All I saw was like halfway of the body walking, all right? And it was plain, plain, plain and beautiful. His surroundings were so beautiful. Now, this is what got me now, is when I saw that face walking, that body walking, I saw a mountain beside him. He was walking around that mountain. So I was thinking, hold on, how could this man be as big as the mountain? Because it was so weird. Although I was focusing on his face, you could see a like a mass of a rock, if you know what I'm saying. And it was like a mountain. He was walking around it. And it was like a funny vision. It's like you're looking in like in a fourth dimension. I can't explain it to you, right? But I hope you could visualize what I'm saying, right? All right. So that was it. Walking around the mountain. And then it was so beautiful. I can't say any more because that is what I saw, right? But listen, brothers and sisters, I saw his face was so beautiful. Black, dark, 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 dark skin. Yes? All right? And I'm sure I saw his hair. His hair was gray or something like that, right? But anyway, I don't wanna, because you see, when I woke up, and that was it, and that's what happened. I just saw it, and it was so beautiful that I woke up. I got a little bit afraid, obviously, and you give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, then, all right, I said, wow. So anyway, I got up and had a hot drink, and I said, you know what? Let me sit down and think about this dream because it's beautiful. It's a nice dream, right? And I was thinking, why was that mountain beside the Lord? Why was that massive mountain, right? And then remember, you remember what came to my mind? That song, "She be coming round the mountain when she comes." You remember that song? So I said, wow. So anyway, so I went into it now to investigate it some more. Because I remember from long going back, I remember brothers used to say that used to refer, or that was a nursery rhyme that was referring to the chariots, Yahweh Shai. But anyway, I'm gonna bring it out, where it came from, right? But you know that song, that nursery rhyme song, all right? So that was the dream. His face was so beautiful, all right? But correct me, I don't know if we can see the Lord's face, right? I don't know. I'm not sure if we are, we could go that far, all right? But I actually saw the face, I saw the eyes, everything. And it was a serious, serious, serious look. But it was so, so, so beautiful. Beautiful. All right. I'm not going to go on and on. So I went into this now, right? And the how it originated, yeah, the background of I went to Wikipedia. She be coming round the mountain, right? Let me read this quickly. She be coming round the mountain, sometimes referred to as coming round the mountain, is a traditional folk song often categorized as children's music. The song is derived from the Christian spiritual known as When the Chariot Comes. Wow. It has been assigned the number, blah, 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 which is not important. Okay, so I went into the background now. The first appearance of She Be Coming Round the Mountain in print was in Carl Sandburg's The American Songbag in 1927. Sandburg reports that the Negro spiritual, When the Chariot Comes, which was to, to sung to the same melody, was adapted by railroad workers in the Midwestern United States during the 1890s. It is often heard today with response that add on to the previous verse. The original song was published in Old Plantarum Hymns in 1899. It os- ostensibly, and when I checked out that word, ostensibly, it said from the adverb, um, as appears or is stated to be true, though not necessarily so, apparently. So they say it appears or is stated to be true, though not necessarily so, apparently, right? So apparently so, right? But we know that this is true. So it says there again, it ostensibly refers to the second coming of Yahushua HaMashiach and subsequent rapture. But we don't believe in the rapture, right? All that book, that's crap. With the she referring to the chariot, that the returning of Yahushua HaMashiach is depicted as driving. Typically, she would refer to the church itself, not a chariot, since nowhere in the Bible is Yahushua HaMashiach on a chariot. And we could prove that Yahushua, when he returns, right, the chariot represents the cloud. He's coming on the white horse. And listen, if you listen to that song, She Be Coming Round the Mountain, and it talks about the 6 horses, 6 white horses. So you know that this song, it obviously links up, right, to the chariot, to the Messiah's return. All right. Where am I now? Not a chariot, since where nowhere in the Bible is Yahushua on a chariot. Is Yahushua on a chariot, and we know when the Messiah returns, he's going to come that way, right? Right? With an army, with the host, right? Which means army. All right? And that's the same thing. When I saw Yahushua's face, right? He had people behind him, he had people following him. Right? I knew he had a set of people following him, lots of people, right? But my face is so focused on him. And it says here, not as it is there of the Bible, Yahshua, not a child, like many spiritual that originated in the African American community. This was probably a coded anthem for the Underground Railroad. All right, this secularized version that developed around railroad work gangs in the late 19th century has become the standard over the years, appearing in printed collection of children's music. Anyway, that's all right. Sing over the campfire, blah blah. That's not important, right? But listen. So back to this thing about is on a chariot. Listen, right? Yahushua is coming back on a chariot. All right. I'm going to bring this one of the scriptures to prove it. Right? To prove it. All right. And it says there in Revelations 19, let us be glad. Revelations 19 and 7, verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. And he saith unto me, Write, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of Yahweh. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach is the spirit of prophecy, right? And we're in the time of prophecy now. Okay. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. In the righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire. On his head were many crowns, and he had the name written, so that no man knew that he himself, but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. And the armies which were in heaven followed him, right? Because you know, when Yahushua comes back on the main chariot, right, he's going to have his armies behind him. All right? With the archangel, yes? And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon a white horse, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, which with it he should smite the nation, right? And you know that sword is like those laser beams, all right? That's going to be the power, all right? And you're only going to get these breakdowns from Great Millstone. That's what I'm saying. So these people that talk about, oh yeah, he's not going to come back, you know, when the Most High come back, he's not going to meet us as a man, all right? He's going to come back as a power, right? And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of their mighty power. And he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Yeah? So that is all I want you to do. Because, you know, remember the scripture says that you have to prove all things. But no, none of these churches, right, do not know how to break down the scriptures. Right? All right? So, you know, and that's what we don't like, is when people, we got our information from Great Millstone, right? We got our learning, and people come learning, take certain things, and they try to they try to turn the doctrine around. Okay? All right? That's why when you want a real truth, you have to go to Great Millstone, right? To get the real truth. All right? So that is all I wanted to talk about, the dream, right? My dream, seeing his face. All right? And if it wasn't that clear, if it wasn't that vivid, I wouldn't have said it. But it was so pure and clean and beautiful. It was beautiful, yes? And like I said, it was so nice when you saw the Lord's face and you saw the mountain and everything is like in fourth dimension, if you know what I'm saying. It is unusual. It wasn't like a normal, like you see a person walking. Because I just couldn't understand how come you see this great, massive person walking beside a mountain. All right, that is it. That's how I knew that that person was so big and powerful. It's because he saw a mountain beside him, and you know when you look at a mountain, obviously you know what I mean. You know. So anyway, that is what I wanted to say. I just hope this is uplifting. All right, and all praise and glory. Yahushua is coming back very soon, right? Yahweh Sham Yahushua is coming back very soon, and I tell you what. Tawada for Great Millstone, because if it wasn't for Great Millstone, none of us brothers would have broken down the scriptures. Well, I'm still learning. Well, at least the basics. I know the basics that Yahushua is coming back in the clouds. All right, right? The chariots. If it wasn't for Great Millstone, I would have known about the chariots. All right. So yeah, you know what I mean. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, right? And I'm very pleased to say that. Very happy to say that, right? All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahshai. Barakatha Yahweh. Barakatha Yahweh. Barakatha Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Shalak Yahweh Shai. Shalak Yahweh Shai. Shalak Yahweh Shai. Tawab.